Last time we saw Jannik Sinner, he was collecting a big $6 million paycheck from the Six Kings Slam. Well, now he's back on the court, and this time it's the Paris Masters. He's got Alcaraz there, he's got Medvedev there, and we're going to be looking through the draw and giving our reaction. Right, and before you go anywhere, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's have a look. This is my first look at the draw, and I'm going to give you my initial reaction to what I think of it. So we start from the top, and it is, of course, Jannik Sinner, our number one seed, the world number one, the guy who seems to win everything at the moment, and I'm sure he'll have his sights set on a Paris Masters championship come the end of this tournament. He has a bye through the first round, and instantly I'm seeing here Ben Shelton or Felix Auger-Aliassime in the second round. I mean, that is not an easy matchup. Either of those matches, big serving Shelton and indoor hardcourt Felix Auger-Aliassime. Can either of them trouble Jannik Sinner? Well, if Jannik Sinner's having an off day, sure. But the way that Jannik Sinner's playing right now, I think that he should be okay. We got Bublik in this section, Holger Rune and Arnaldi as well in this little section for Jannik Sinner. I still don't think any of these players are on his level looking at it. Going down his half of the draw, we got Alex de Minaur. He's just made a semi-final in Vienna, losing to Khachanov over there. Anybody else of note? We got Jack Draper. He's obviously into the final in Vienna to play Khachanov. Will he be in any sort of form coming in to Paris? I don't know. It's one of those, if he does do well in the final, will he still be competitive in the first round in Paris? Lehechka's a tough first round matchup, so that's a really good start to the tournament. Lehechka maybe can catch a tired Jack Draper there. We got Taylor Fritz also in the Sinner section. And here we go to the bottom half of this Sinner side. We've got Zverev on there. He unfortunately lost to Lorenzo Musetti over in Vienna. And going down, we do have Lorenzo Musetti here as well. Arthur Fils as well. He's been having a good week. Tsitsipas, he lost to Arthur Fils, so not such a great week. And Andrei Rublev at the bottom there, making up the seeds. I mean, Rublev fancy his chances, I think, here. Not the worst little section. I think he can get past pretty much all of those players. It's just whether or not Zverev gets there to meet him in what could be, I think, a potential quarter-final. This is what it's showing here. These are the potential quarterfinals based upon seeds. Zverev, Rublev, Sinner versus Fritz. Do I think it will go that way, though, based upon this section? I mean, I think Taylor Fritz could go out to either Draper or Lehechka if Draper keeps the form going. But Lehechka's really good too. Or maybe Alex de Minaur, he's been playing well too. I mean, the way I see it though, I mean, Jannik Sinner, he'll be sort of rubbing his hands together. I think he has the better of most of these players. Let's move over to the other side. Have a look how Alcaraz has got on here with his draw. We've got a bye through the first round. Jarry, he's got some qualifiers in there, not too bad. Ugo Humbert or Nakashima, slightly more tricky. Tommy Paul, someone he notably doesn't like playing. Manarino, not too bad. Caboli, I think still not quite on the level. And Casper Ruud as a potential quarterfinal. I think it's quite a good draw so far. Better than Jannik Sinner, I would say personally, based upon this. Going up a little bit further, we've got Daniil Medvedev obviously on his half. That's not good news. But look who Daniil Medvedev may have in that second round. But either Poprin or Berrettini. That's a terrible draw for Daniil Medvedev. And then Khachanov in this section, he's in the final. We've got Francis Tiafoe and Pechi Pericard as well. I mean, this is, for Medvedev, this section's terrible. Dimitrov, someone else he doesn't like playing much. Thomas Mahac, he's in great form. Yeah, Medvedev, you had an absolute stinker here, son. So, I think the projected quarterfinals here, Casper Ruud versus Alcaraz and Grigor Dimitrov versus Medvedev. Will that play out? I'm not so sure. I mean, there are quite a few good players. I mean, I didn't even mention Hurkacz there. He's in this section. It's another player that Medvedev doesn't really like playing as well. Yeah, this is a bit of a free-for-all. I mean, Medvedev's going to have to be on his game to be able to get through to a semi-final here, in my eyes. If I'm picking a little surprise package here, I think Thomas Mahac, maybe. He could throw a spanner in the works for a lot of players there. He's been having a very, very good year. And if we go over to the other side, anyone else can throw a spanner in the works here. I mean, maybe Arthur Fees. Yeah, I'll go with him. I think that he's an unseeded player, quite dangerous. Playing Cilic first round, not easy. And especially Cilic as he's come back to a bit of form. But if he gets past Cilic, I reckon will be a tough opponent for anybody there. Let's have a look at the draws for the likes of the world number 1, world number 2. We got Jannik Sinner with the bye. Either Shelton Felix in the second round, Rune or Arnaldi in the third round, Fritz, de Minaur or Draper in the quarters, semi-final of Zverev, Rublev or Tsitsipas, and we've got a final of Alcaraz, Medvedev, Dimitrov or Casper Ruud. I mean, looking at that, I feel like it's only the final really that I consider gives him problems. That's Jannik Sinner's form this year. Alcaraz bye through the first round, second round of Jarry or qualifier, third round Humbert or Nakashima, quarterfinal of Ruud or Paul, semi-final Medvedev, Dimitrov or Hurkacz, and the final of Sinner, Zverev, Rublev or Tsitsipas. I mean, I wouldn't put Tsitsipas in there if I'm perfectly honest, not right now. I think that's very generous. I think Alcaraz should be fine up until the semi-finals. I mean, I honestly don't think that they have the same firepower as he does. But you never know. We've seen him come a cropper late in the year before. Could this be another case of Alcaraz winding down the year and some dodgy results coming? We don't know. He obviously is still growing as a professional, and we saw him. He was pretty good at the Tour finals last year, so I had to eat my words. Medvedev's predicted draw is a bye through the first round. Second round, Berrettini or Poprin. Third round, Tiafoe and Pechi Pericard or Khachanov. Quarterfinal, Dimitrov or Hurkacz. Semi-final, Alcaraz, Ruud, Paul or Humbert. And the final of Sinner, Fritz or Rublev. The worst out of everybody so far. I feel sorry for Daniil Medvedev. This is not good, but if he does win Paris Masters this year, it is well deserved. But that's just my quick draw reaction for the Paris Masters. Let me know your thoughts in that comment section below. Do you agree with me? Does Medvedev have the worst draw out of all of the big boys? Or do you think Jannik Sinner's one is a little bit tougher? I want to know your thoughts. Tell me in that comment section and make sure to hit a like, subscribe and join us for the draw preview. We will be giving our predictions on who goes on to win it. See you then.